What's going on, fam? I am back with a new episode of the Conscious Approach podcast. My name is JV Wins, and I thought I'd spend some time talking about a video that I came across very recently. So I was on WorldStar, and I saw a video that was titled, Going Out Sad, Chick shows how her ex-boyfriend created 150 different Instagram accounts in order to try to get her attention, to get back in her good graces. I guess the relationship had disintegrated, but he was having a difficult time with the fact that it was over, and he wanted to try and get her back as much as he possibly could. So he went so far as to create, and I'm not making this up, 150, 150, so we're in the tens of hundreds, okay, 150 different Instagram accounts in order to try to get this girl's attention. And she had all 150 of them blocked, but I guess each time that she blocked them, his perseverance just grew even more. His resolve never wavered. He was going to try and get this girl's attention via Instagram at all costs. You know, I'm somebody who's a fledgling content creator, right? So, I'm kind of just getting started in this game. And I pride myself on being somebody whose commentary is versatile. I like talking about a multitude of subject areas. I like sports, I like entertainment. I like talking about women in relationships. I also like talking about various aspects of culture and society. I like running a gamut. I like talking about a lot of different things. But when it comes to this whole sexual marketplace and this dating stuff and this relationship stuff, there's just so much content out there. Sometimes I just can't help but find myself in a space where I'm making video after video talking about relationship related issues. And this is no different, because I came across this video and I found myself shaking my head because it was sad. Now, if you watch the video that I did talking about Iggy Azalea and the way that she went on TikTok to expose how blue check marks try to get into her DMs to get her attention, and some of the lengths that they go through to get her attention, one of the guys said that he'd be willing to pay her $15,000 just for a conversation. Just some real sad shit. Some real sad shit. But I talked about how, by and large, there's this ongoing narrative taking place throughout modern society in which men complain about the present nature of relationships as currently constructed, and the dysfunctionality inherent in modern women, and some of their choices and decision-making habits, and some of their preferences with respect to men. And the point that I was trying to make was, we can spend a lot of time complaining about their dysfunctionality and trying to appeal to their better sensibilities to change. But my point is to always source the root of the behavior. And the root of the behavior, in my opinion, is men's actions, men's behavior. Like, the reason why OnlyFans is proliferated to the degree that it is not because women want it that way. It's because men have allowed it. If men stop going on the OnlyFans and spending money on the platform will cease to exist as presently constructed. But men don't want to do that. Men are going to continue to fuel the machine that is OnlyFans to the point where it's just going to continue to become the monster that it is. And in my estimation, that's not women's fault. They're taking advantage of an opportunity being afforded to them by men. Men are the progenitors of this dynamic, and it's scary, and it's only getting worse. Buddy who created those 150 Instagram accounts, he needs to be someone who sits back and says, I need to retain what dignity and self-respect as a man that I have. She doesn't want me anymore. The relationship is over. I am going to let it go. I'll get over it eventually. It might hurt for now, but what doesn't kill you makes you stronger, right? So you go out into the world and you bet on yourself, you be a man, and you work on your social skills, and you try to meet a new woman. Life goes on, man. Circle of Life, Lion King, all of that good stuff. Pride Rock, all of that good stuff. But We have a lot of men out here who are simply incapable of doing so. And as long as we have this blue pill epidemic running rampant out here throughout society, none of this stuff is going to stop, man. These women are going to continue to run roughshod. And them being able to run roughshod is an ability being afforded to them by men. I'll never come off this. Now, this video is not an in defense of women commentary. I call everybody accountable. I call everybody out. Everybody deserves to be held accountable. Where you are held accountable, it depends on the situation, but I don't let anybody slide. Man, woman, blue, black, white, pink, purple. I hold everybody accountable. And in this situation, although this is not a video in which I'm, speaking in defense of women, I just can't help but feel as though the progeniting behavior to why these things are taking place are rooted in men's decision making habits and in men's actions. You know, current society, despite what feminism has done and despite, the media and everybody trying to tear down traditional gender roles in society still apply from the standpoint that when it comes to interpersonal relationships between men and women specifically, um, women take cues from men's actions and behaviors and they respond in kind. So if a man is giving off the impression to a woman that he is not deserving of respect, that he is not deserving of dignity, she's not going to treat him with respect and dignity. It doesn't go the other way around. She's going to take cues from you, men. So you need to wake up and retain some self-respect about yourself. Stop acting so desperate and living in this world in which you have to beg for women's attention, when if you just treated yourself above board and held yourself to a certain standard, things would fall into place, so long as you're willing to work at the things that you're weak at and focus on your purpose. Now, I know what a lot of you guys are saying. There's probably a few guys who might watch this video and they might be saying, well, JV wins. I'm already woke. I'm red pill. I'm not blue pill. I understand the situation for what it is. This commentary doesn't speak to me because I already get it. Right, you may get it, but what you, as the guy who gets it, needs to understand is that you are in the minority. And at this present time, we are fully entrenched in a society in which blue pilledness is the majority. And men who are willing to create 150 different Instagram accounts to get the attention of women, those men are in the majority, not the minority. And the reason why that's important to understand is because the majority will always affect the net result that the few are searching for. So you might be a red pill guy, but you're going to run up against enough women who've dealt with so many blue pill men who retain no self-respect about themselves that she is going to perceive you to just be another one of those guys right in line with the rest of them who don't deserve to be treated with respect. They don't have the ability to discern a real man from a man who's not real. All they are doing is looking at a man at face value and saying, oh, and another one, just like Biggie used to say, here's another one. So those guys are adversely affecting you, red pill guy who gets it. Those men out here who are willing to stoop to these lengths to get the attention of women, to appeal to their better nature, even though they have no respect for themselves, those men are in the majority, not in the minority. The guys who get it are in the minority, and the minority will always be most adversely affected by the actions and behaviors of the many, of the majority. We're losing out here, man. I'm sorry, but I source the problem. I don't get into the weeds with trying to dissect the symptoms of an illness. I try to dissect the illness itself. If you treat the symptoms, the illness will still be there and the symptoms will go away for a short period of time. But as long as the illness reigns supreme, the symptoms will always come back. They always pop up. They never go anywhere. So we're losing out here. We are losing out here bad, men, and we need to stop this because women's behaviors, their dysfunctionality, however you want to phrase it, characterize it, however you want to complain about it, these things take place. They persist because of the trend, because of the pace that we as men set. And when you give women a reason to not respect you, when you give women a reason to think that you are not deserving of dignity because you are willing to grovel at their feet and worship them for what's between their legs, what the problem that we have now with modern dating and relationships will continue to persist. We'll continue to lose out here. And all of the Kevin Samuels IG lives and all of the roommates podcasts and the Fresh and Fit podcast, all of those videos won't be enough commentary in the world to offset what's going on out here in these streets. And that's a fact. Those are facts, ladies and gentlemen. For any ladies who might be watching this video, you might be saying to yourself, well, this is a guy who gets it. You might not deal with me because you won't be able to play your mind games on me the way you play your mind games with the rest of these guys, but you'll at least respect the fact that I get it. So, it's crazy out here, man, but I'm all about sourcing the root of the problem. And look, man, I call women out and I'll hold them accountable. Women are dysfunctional nowadays in many respects. You have a lot of women out here who do have a warped perception of relationships and what a real man is. But I ask you, did they come out of the womb with those warped perceptions, or was there a predisposed behavior that contributed to them having those warped perceptions? You got to think about that. What is the progenation of the behavior? Like, does the out of shape, overweight, unattractive woman who thinks that she deserves a tall, handsome man who makes six figures and works out at the gym? Do you think that she developed that complex about herself out of the womb? Or was there a man who lacks a certain amount of self-respect and dignity about himself, but otherwise fits that profile, who at some point in her life gave her that attention, thereby fueling her warped sense of reality, her complex when it comes to what she deserves in a man? We got to start thinking about what is the progenation of a lot of these behaviors. And if there's anything that, this video will show, we're taking 50 steps back for every 2 steps forward that we take when it comes to this stuff. And I, for one, like I've said in the past many times, I'm tired of hearing men complain about it when men, in my estimation, are the reason why a lot of this stuff is going on. So maybe that guy who created those 150 Instagram accounts, maybe he'll wake up one day, see the light. Maybe he'll watch this video. Maybe he'll watch somebody else's video. Like, dude, you're killing yourself. And in the process of killing yourself, bro, you're killing me. And you're killing too many men out here who are still single, trying to, maneuver throughout this world and coming across, situations with women that ultimately prove to be disadvantageous to us, both in terms of our character and in terms of, our standards and preferences and what we seek in women. So, that'll do it for the commentary in this video. Men, get some self-respect and dignity about yourself, man. But it's all about discovering what is the progenation of the behavior. And if you have such a problem with the fact that women are out here wilding and running roughshod, I ask you to sit back and take inventory on what you think is the progenation of their behavior. Did they wake up? Were they born this way? Did they come out of their mother's womb with this complex? Or have they been conditioned to retain that complex based upon experiences that they have had from other men? Think about that, But that'll do it for the commentary in this video. I'll put a link to the description box of this video so that you can see this. It's a short clip. It's like 30 seconds, but the girl is just scrolling through and it's like Instagram account after Instagram account. And it's this ex-boyfriend just created all these accounts to try and get her attention. Just straight begging, man. It's, the shit has got to stop. It's got to stop. But otherwise, that'll do it for this video. If you like the commentary in this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you're watching on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, hit the like button, hit the share button. Comment where you see it. I'm always open to comments if you think I'm crazy or not. If you think I'm right on the money, it's all good. Interact. Gonna keep on cranking out more content as we continue to keep this train rolling. Conscious Approach as a platform, it's here to stay. So I appreciate the support thus far. We'll keep it moving. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at JVWins, JVWINS. Also follow the Conscious Approach official Instagram page at Con Approach, CONAPPROACH. I'm pretty sure I got that right. Yeah, follow me on Facebook. At Javis Ogden, JavisOgden. And then you can also find me on Twitter, JV Wins. Men do better. Please do better because we're losing because of us. You know, women are just taking the cues. They're just following along. They're falling in line based upon the signals that we are sending them. So it is what it is, man. But salute to all the real men out there, red pill guys, guys with self-respect, guys who don't grovel and beg, guys who know their value and worth. And salute to the women who have the wherewithal to see a guy like that when they come across one. You are very much appreciated. That'll do it for now. Until next time, people, I'll see you later. Peace.